hobbies and hyperfocus. This is my channel mostly about cross stitch. Yeah, pretty much about cross stitch. Sometimes I talk about ink or pens or something like that, but generally it's cross stitch. Um, I don't remember when I last taped, sometime in March, February, March. I don't know. It's April 27th today. Tomorrow is our federal election, and I I don't know what to think about that other than I'm going to be kind of glad that it's over with because it's been kind of contentious. And I guess let's get to the stitching. Let's get this over with because I don't know how long I have until the small humans wake up and demand pancakes. So like I said, if you're new here, my name is Pam. My pronouns are she, her, and I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. And as much as I would love to take the glasses off, I can't see if I do. Well, I can, but not very well. And I don't know how to keep it from glaring. So we're gonna have to put up with it. Um, I'm I just turned 51 last weekend, and I live in Saskatoon with my family, my two cats, my dog, my husband, my kids, my everything. And I don't know what else to say about that. If you're new here, I'm a chaos gremlin. I I don't pre-plan anything. I can't see anything. I'm distracted by the glaring. Um, I tend to work on whatever I feel like. I don't have any set thing this year. I don't do the whip go thing because I got last year I tried to do it and I got very oppositional about it. Like the more it told me to do something, the less I wanted to do it. So I'm just this year I'm just working on basically a few patterns that were loaned to me. So I want to get them done so that I can get them back to the people who own them. And that's pretty much what I can say about that. Um, let's get into it, I guess. I'm gonna move things around here. I, I also do tarot. I know everyone's like, oh, you're just copying everybody, but I don't give a shit. So the tarot of the day is the Page of Swords. The blurring, so that you can't see the mess in the background, is causing this. So like, I will turn the blurring off. Okay. So, Page of Swords. I keep getting this. I have gotten this card, I think, 5, 6 times in the last 3 weeks. Uh, yeah, Page of Swords. So, Swords is always about intellect and ideas and creativity. Like, it's the card of air. So, yeah, it's about usually youthful energy, a lot of ideas, a lot of change. And yeah, I've gotten this card so many times in the last, I think, 3 weeks. It's come up a lot, Page Swords, which is interesting because my daughter's name is Paige. Okay, let's get into the cross stitch so we can hurry this up because I will babble if I'm allowed left to myself. So, the first thing, I think I showed this last time, but I'm not sure. This is, I'm pretty sure I did. This is my Ink Circles Round Robin. It came back to me February or March. And so what I'm gonna do is I've got a frame. I'm gonna put this in here. So I just gotta get my butt together and do it. So that is my finished piece. I actually have a finished, when I lost my stitchy bug, I I decided randomly that I was just gonna do a something quickly for one of my friends at work. My friend Lily, who I've talked about going out with every once in a while. Um, so yeah, I decided randomly that I was just gonna do something for Lily, and then I did it, and it took me 11 hours to do, and then I framed it, and I will put a picture of it here. I don't know, like it gets me confused that it's backwards, so over here. Over here. I will put a picture of the framed picture over here. Yeah, I did that over a weekend. It's Nora Corbett's fairy alphabet L for Lily, and then I put Liliana. I couldn't find all the beads locally, so I just went to Michael's and I found beads that kind of worked. I had all the classic colorworks because I have done the same series of letters for my older, or for my daughters. So I had done C, P, and S for them. I have two girls with S names. One was a mermaid, one was a fairy. So, yeah, I already had the classic color works. You can actually see them if you look the very corner there. All those color works. Just the very, very corner, very, very whatever, left, right. I don't know. I can't tell from looking here. And I'm looking, I think this is my right. So the very left right corner of your screen, right there, that is all my classic color works that I bought. So I figured it out. The Divine. That's where this name comes from. This is a Page of Swords. I will just read it to you because I'm waiting for the small human to come down. Page of Swords, Princess Parazade. It's from Anatolia, and it is an Arabic fairy folk tale. It says the Page of Sword represents youthful intelligence. Princess Parazade uses her wit to succeed where others have failed, her optimism intact through it all. She is a harbinger of new beginnings and new ideas for herself and for those around her. So, that's this deck, which I got from Indigo. That doesn't sound like the small human is going to come down right away, so I'm going to keep going. So, well, maybe he is. Are you coming downstairs or not, small human? Oh, he's getting breakfast. So, the next thing I worked on, and I'm going to just show the part, yeah, is Autumn is as joyful. And I will put in, I think I took some video of what I had, so let's see if this will cut out to the other one here. No, I can't cut it. Alright, well, I turned on the light anyway. Alright, so this one, this is a round robin for Steph Pocket Roddy birthday. And where did I put I had a pointy thing a while ago. I am a total chaos gremlin here. It's a straw, but it works. So, when I got it, I did this one here, and I don't know if I did that one. I think I just did this one, this one, and then these ones. So that is my section for the round robin. And now I need to send it on to Megan in Plexicity She is one of the Megans from the Long Distance Stitchers. So you probably, if you okay, in true Kremlin or Chaos Gremlin style. Okay, I can't see without the glares. I hit something and it stopped. So this is part 2. So this is the round robin that I'm doing, Carolyn Manning round robin, and this is Chinook Crafters, and I did this section over here. So from this flower, this is the middle, to that section right there. That's what I've done. And it's ready to move on. So it goes to Anna Books and Stitching. Anna's Books and Stitching. I don't know when I pass it on. I'm just gonna pass it on now. She's probably, by the time I send it out, she'll probably be on her way to Stitch North anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this one is called Prairie Smoke, and it is done by and Michelle has chosen a bunch of different, it's not DMC, this is hand dyed by Rolanda and Roxy Flasco glosses. So they're slightly, like, very subtly variegated, and I tried to take some images on my new overhead thing that takes pictures, so if I can I will kind of smush them in. I got my hair cut last week and it's naturally curly and it's just driving me nuts. I'm trying to get it out of my face, sorry. It's like, yeah, see, Chaos Gremlin hair too. So those are my 2 round robins that I'm doing this year. As always, I am also doing the Tories. Sentiment holds true even in Canada, although ours are the Conservative Party, but we call them the Tories anyway. So this is my tarot tracker, and the color is blowing out a bit weird, but I decided to pick jewel tones for my colors. And so I have, like, I wrote tarot tracker at the bottom. I think this is up to the end of March. I have all the other ones in my day timer, which for some stupid reason I didn't bring downstairs. And so lately I've been getting a lot of yellow, like a lot of yellow, I think. I mean, the last couple weeks, I just, every day when I get to work, I pull a tarot card, and it seems like a lot of them are swords. So I seem to need to deal with intellect, which is generally all I do at work anyway. So this is done up until the end of March. So I have all the way till the end of April almost to do, and that's today's thing to do, I guess. So yeah, that's my tarot tracker. This is a pattern by the Steady Thread. It's not the free pattern. I haven't been keeping up with the free pattern. I need to pull some different colors because I wanted to do it in a rainbow. So there's, I don't know how many rows, but it works out to be red, yellow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, blue, green, all the way. Like it works out. So I'm going to be doing that. And that is a 52 day, or 52 week free stitch long that I'm doing. But this is just DMC on white Ada. You can see there's 16 days here where I was sick. That is in gray because I was in the hospital and then I was sick and I was recovering, and I didn't pull a tarot card those days because I don't have to justify being sick, but yeah, I was in the hospital for my gallbladder and it just, it didn't work. This pattern is basically, you can use it for 365 or 366 days. It's a flower a day pattern, and one of the suggestions that they had was doing it as a temperature stitch along, which I have done a temperature stitch along. You can't see it except that it was up there for a while, but it's not anymore. Um, but I thought, I pull a tarot card every day and I want to see if there's a pattern of tarot cards. So, tarot stitch along. It's kind of boring to most people, but I kind of find it interesting. So yeah, that needs to be caught up. And then, while I was waiting for some fabric for my mermaid stitch, I worked on Kid Felche. And I almost have it done. So we will get out the handy dandy pointing straw. So I finished down here, and then the whole thing has to be outlined in black. So I started here, and I started outlining, and I went down and over, and I'm doing this one right now. And then I will go up, and then I will finish this one. Then I will finish that yellow line that goes around everything before I finish this. I would like to finish this year as well. This is not my oldest WIP. I started this last June, but it is the oldest pattern in my WIP pile. It came from, it's Patricia O. Thomas from one of the cross stitcher magazines in the late 80s, early 90s. So I'm getting close to being done. And Kenmil Felche again means 100,000 welcomes. I have been studying Gaeilge, which is Irish Gaelic, for probably 8 years now. I can't really speak it, but I can kind of read it. But I've always been drawn to this pattern. So that's 100,000 welcomes, and it's just on a antique white with the 6 colors of DMC. Yeah, it's been, I'm kind of hit and miss with my tracking. So I worked on this for 8 days in April, beginning April, and you know, it is what it is. I'm itchy. The cat is watching. This is what I was waiting to start. I thought I had fabric for it, but it turns out that I didn't have a big enough piece of fabric. And I will put up over here what she should look like. I will get a picture of what she should look like. This is Mermaid of the Pearls. I have this, somebody lent me the pattern. And so I went through all the whole rigmarole of trying to figure out how I can make a working copy. So at work I have a printer that does, the 17, 12, 11 and a half by 17, but they didn't have the paper. So I just scanned it, and then I decided I'm just going to put it on. I tried to put it on markup, but for some reason when I scanned it at work, I scanned it upside down, and I can't figure out how to turn the pattern. And every time I turn the iPad, it keeps flipping it. So I'm just doing it on GoodNotes. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking it and I'm putting like the ruler in GoodNotes and the highlighter in GoodNotes, and I'm just highlighting it. Just the way I would if it was a paper pattern, only it's a lot easier because I'm not wrecking the pattern every time I have to frog something. So this, I had to order this fabric because the fabric that I had in my stash was too small. And I think I actually might have, I don't know if I've started at the right place. I started in the middle, which is right around here. And, this is, I started on Thursday the 23rd when the fabric came in. I had all of the DMC already. And this is the pattern. This was my unicorn stitch. Judy from somewhere in the United States, I cannot remember, but Judy Williams lent me the pattern, and I have stitched this one before. So FYI, this one and the other one I'm starting, which is Fairy Moon, I have stitched before, back in the late early 90s when they first came out. This one was the first memorabilia that I ever stitched was the Mermaid of the Pearls, and I had finished it and it was in my stash or something, and I don't remember what happened, but she's gone. Like somewhere between me finishing her and my divorce, she was gone, and a lot of things were gone out of my stash, like finished objects that hadn't been fully finished, so they weren't framed. And so I don't know if he threw them away or if he sold them or if he gave them away to somebody. I don't know. We never found them. So this is on 28 count, which is usually a lot lower than I would use, but I could not find anything in my stash that was big enough for these ones. Um, Back in the day, this is also a memorabilia. Back in the day, I think we'd go to the local needlework store and we'd have them custom cut a piece of linen for us. And I don't think that you can do that anymore. And it would like I don't have a local needlework shop. I have a knitting shop that sometimes carries linen, but they don't carry any colored linens. And so I couldn't get it locally. And most patterns now that I do are fit on a fat quarter. So I'm thinking that there's a change in how people design, maybe. But this is 28 count Whirlpool linen by Picture This Platz, which I ordered from Traditional Stitches in Calgary, which is, I think, the closest shop to me. So basically, I reached out to them and I said, "Hey, I want to do Mermaid of the Pearls. Do you have the one that I had that was in my stash that I bought from them before was Lagoon?" And I said, "Do you have any Lagoon? But I need a slightly larger piece. Like I have a fat eighth or fat quarter, and it's not gonna. I need another inch all the way around. So do you have anything?" And she came back with, "No, well, we can order it, but it'll take a few, like, might take a month or two." And then I said, "Do you have anything darker blue or whatever?" Eventually, I just said, "I want to do this pattern. Do you have anything blue? Like blue that will work with it?" And so what she did is she looked at the picture and she pulled a few blues, and because most of the fancy ladies need to be on 32 or 28, she suggested 28 count. And like I said, I'd never really done a lot on 28 count. I tend to like smaller stitches, but this is just beautiful. The only thing is that there's a unfinished edge all the way around, and like this side is serged and this side is a selvage, but it's unfinished, and so it frays, and I don't know what to do with that because I don't have a serger, and I don't really want to put masking tape on it like we used to. I might have to though, because the fraying is starting to fray, and that's being such a thing. So I did that on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and yesterday. And let's see, I did track this one. I only track time, I don't track the number of stitches. So 8 hours and 54 minutes I've worked on this so far. So that's 8 hours and 54 minutes worth of work. And that is all the stitching that I have done. Now, when I was recovering from being in the hospital, I decided I was going to join a Fabric of the Month club. And so I joined Kaylee Kaylee Tent Stitch, who is the sewing shop. I joined her Fabric of the Month club, and I'm doing a fat quarter and 32 counts. So I have Pato Lake, which is it's blue, but it wasn't quite big enough for the mermaid, and it's not blue enough because mermaids are in water. Whatever. And then the next one was this one. I don't know where the little dangly bit is, but it's pink. Splotchy one. I like the splotchy ones. I just gotta find things to put on them. So pink. They the little taggy. Like usually they have these little taggies on them, but the taggy fell off. So I don't know what that one is. And then the next one was this one, which is chocolate chip and mint. Chocolate chip and sprinkles. Or cocoa and chocolate sprinkles. I really like. It's gold. They're little gold flecky fleck bits all over the place, and then chocolate brown. I don't know what I'm going to stitch on them, but I just needed some fabric. And this is the one I just got last week. So this one is called Malarkey. Because I still have, see the taggy tag. I still have the taggy tag on. This is the last one I got. And you can't, like, it looks muddy, but it's got like little chunks of like rust brown and yellows and blues, and it's really it's really very nice. It's just my camera blows everything up. So those are what I've bought the last, I don't know, 3 months, 2 months. I don't know where I am in time. So that's pretty much what I've done for the last, I think, month. Might be a little bit longer. Plans basically. There's, oh, and I bought ink. My other thing is I really love ink. I don't know where some of them went. Guardians. Wait, okay. So these are the inks that I've purchased. I haven't swatched these ones yet. So I have Ferris Wheel Press. I've been buying from Ferris Wheel Press because I've been part of their group, their loyalty program. So I have Granite Guardians, which is a gray with a wine kind of shimmer. Gray with wine. And then I have a tester or 10 ounce of blue, what is it called? Bluebell brush strokes. So it's little, it's blue. I'm going to try and swatch these, and I might put up a video of them being swatched. I should swatch all of my stuff, but I need paintbrushes. And then Lures of the Loch, which is, oh, obviously a green. Green with a rose gold shading, a rose gold shimmer. And then Serpentine Blooms, which is the Fête de Noël. It's for Lunar New Year, the Year of the Snake. So those are the 4 inks that I've gotten so far this year. Apparently, somebody's playing with my headphones upstairs because it just connected, and that's very weird. So that's pretty much all. I think I'm hoping to start Fairy Moon as well in the next couple weeks, and then Fairy Moon and The Mermaid of the Pearls will be my 2 focuses for the year. then I will continue to do the tarot tracker, like the tarot daily tarot tracker thing, and then my um, round robins, and that's pretty much it for the year. I don't, I want to get those two done so that I can get the patterns back to the people who own them because I've just borrowed them. And yeah, I've pretty much run out of things to say. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me encouragement of some kind because I'm starting to get a little discouraged with this. And I'll see you next time I have enough stuff to show anyone. I have been posting on Instagram. Again, my Instagram, I have two Instagrams, but the one that I use for stitching is, again, Hobbies and Hyperfocus. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Kitty, do you have anything to say? No? He has nothing to say. So, see you later. Bye.